So, Ragiroth do what?
Ragiroth Enterprises.
How's it going, everybody? Rich from Ragiroth Enterprises here with another video about Dragon Ball Fighterz. So as some of you may know, the closed beta was actually this past weekend, and well, unfortunately, just like Dissidia, I didn't get a code for it. However, I actually also have an Xbox One, and unlike Dissidia, it's also this game is also on Xbox One. And even though there were codes for it, I guess because the Xbox One, there's just not as much people trying to get in it. They actually had kind of a open closed beta if you had the Xbox Insider Hub app, and you could download it if you had the app. And I mean, there was still limited space, but you know, as soon as I found out about it, I was on my Xbox pretty damn fast, put it that way. So the good news is I did get to play and try out the game. Bad news is that I didn't really get to fight anybody, because basically when I did get in it, there was maintenance going on, so I couldn't really fight anyone. However, the cool thing is that they did give you this trial mode where it would pit you against the computer. However, the issue with that is that you couldn't choose who you wanted to be for some stupid reason, and it would automatically give you a team of characters. I guess there's really not that many characters to play as in the beta, so a few matches, you know, I got to play as basically everyone. I know it took me a while to get Vegeta on my team. From what I did play, I mean, I loved it. It was really cool, really fast-paced, controlled very great. I mean, it obviously looked beautiful. I mean, I think we all knew that already. Probably my favorite character to play as was probably Cell, as somewhat expected. I kind of wish I got to play as Trunks a bit more. I guess, you know, one of the reasons I don't really play Fighterz on Xbox that much is because the control doesn't feel as good on there, mainly the D-pad, so I probably wasn't doing as good as I would be doing if I had the PS4. Not that I'm making excuses, but I mean, I don't know, I'm just much better with the PS4 controller. I guess one of my only nitpicks is that I do feel like some characters do play kind of similar, and their ki blasts look very similar. You know, I kind of wish, I guess, it made a little more variation in color, but I know they're trying to be very true to the source material. A lot of yellow ki blasts in the source material. And I kind of do wish that, I mean, I could be wrong, maybe the full game won't change this, but I kind of wish like each character had their own battle theme. It seems like the BGM is only based on the stage and not the characters fighting. I always appreciate when fighting games do that. I do feel like some characters played kind of similarly, at least a good portion of them. I mean, okay, don't get me wrong, there's definitely much more variation than there is here compared to like, yes, other DBZ fighters. It's hard making some of these characters unique. I think they did a pretty good job, at least from what I'm seeing. You know, I guess there's really not much explanation on what you can do, what the controls are and all that. But I understand that's not really the game's fault. That's the way the beta was handled. I think on the Xbox it was handled pretty poorly. It doesn't help there just wasn't as much people, I think, playing on that one. Because like later that night, I did actually get to fight like one person. The servers were working, and I did get to be in a lobby and all. But I literally got to fight like one person, and of course they kicked my ass. It didn't help. I accidentally picked a team where like I had Piccolo on my team, and like I didn't even get to use Piccolo in any of the trial battles once. So it was handled very poorly. But the important thing is I got to try out the game. I got to try out the characters. I did have fun. You know, it's definitely really cool. I'm looking even more forward to it now. Obviously, the gameplay in this video is from me. Apologize if I don't seem that great. Didn't help I had like pull up the move lists, so I had, you know, kind of just pause and look at them, even though I don't know why you can do that when you're fighting the computer, but I guess you're still technically online, whatever. But yeah, I was basically in the lobby, you know, with me and a bunch of other people's avatars just looking like they're taking a dump, you know, DBZ style. But alright, anyway, on some other news, I figured I'd talk about it, killing two birds with one stone, is we did get some new character reveals. And they are Yamcha, Tien, and Android 21. Now, Yamcha and Tien, they weren't my, you know, most requested characters. However, I do like both of them, and they do certainly both deserve to be in the game. And I'm also so tired of people shitting on them, especially Yamcha. You know, Yamcha being a joke character, Tien just doing nothing or whatever. I feel like this game will maybe, you know, remind people that, you know, there was a time when Yamcha could kick ass and, you know, she could show what he could do. I feel like people have forgotten about that. And it would put, you know, both of these characters in a more positive kick-ass light than I feel like they've been getting recently. And just show that it's not really their fault. It's just the way the story is written, unfortunately, just doesn't have them in the spotlight much. You know, I guess I was kind of hoping to see some Boo Saga reveals along with them. But whatever, man. I guess, you know, there's always next month. Because I kind of just want them to get out of the way so we can move on to the super and maybe movie characters. And I'm also really happy that they actually chose probably my favorite appearances for both Yamcha and Tien. Yamcha with long hair and Tien in his Revival F, or I guess Dragon Ball Super outfit. I really like that outfit. And then for kind of the head scratcher of the reveals is Android 21, a character made just for this game, actually created by Akira Toriyama. Now, apparently she's, I think, responsible for bringing Android 16 back to life. Apparently it says she's like very smart, but, you know, a kind of a scientist just like Dr. Zero was. It's also funny because I always thought Cell was basically Android 21. But I guess, you know, it just goes to show that he's just his own thing. Because I guess it would be kind of weird if, like, you know, all the androids that had numbers, they look like, you know, mostly real people, and then just Cell being just some fucking bug dude. But anyway, on one hand, Android 21 looks really cool. I really like her design, and I'm curious what she can do. On the other hand, I am a little bothered because it's like, you know, this is the first game of the series. We don't know how big the roster is going to be. I'm just concerned, you know, she's getting in over a character, you know, I'd really want, you know, probably from, you know, of course, probably from, like, you know, the movies or something like that. That's a little bothering, and I guess making it over 17 doesn't really help either. It's just kind of rubbing salt in the wound. So, I mean, technically, I'm still not 100% sure if she's playable, because her model in the scans, if you notice, are, it's a different style than Yamcha and Tien's, and like even like Krillin and Piccolo's, I remember. And like there's no like gameplay pictures of her, but what the article says basically makes it sound like she is playable. So she probably is, and maybe they're just kind of keeping her style kind of under wraps a bit. I am curious to see how she plays. You know, if she plays cool, great. You know, I'll probably use her because, like I said, she looks really cool. She does kind of give me like a Toa or Mira kind of vibe. And I do like them, but you know, I just hope she actually like fights like a Dragon Ball Z character, you know, and not like, you know, oh, I'm a scientist, I use gadgets and stuff. So I am looking forward to seeing more of her and what her deal is. And I've always been fascinated with kind of seeing android character, the numbered androids, you know, being beyond the ones we've already seen, you know, in Z and the movies of 13, 14, and 15. So yeah, you know, I'm hoping maybe we'll get at least a little more info at the Tokyo Game Show. I'm not expecting that many more character reveals. Probably maybe at most we'll see gameplay of Yamcha, Tien, and maybe Android 21. I don't know. Hopefully next month we'll get some Boo Saga reveals like Ultimate Gohan, Kid Buu, Gotenks, maybe Deborah. Oh, speaking of Deborah, apparently him and Buhan are getting Xenoverse 2, which is really cool. Gives me something to get back to that game with. Yeah, you know, hopefully then after that we can maybe move on to the real good shit with some super and movie characters. You know, I really like as you can probably tell from my top 10 most wanted characters of this, you know, I like the more extended universe of Dragon Ball Z. But no, you know, I definitely recommend the game from what I've played. I definitely advise anyone to try to get in the open beta when it comes up closer to release. I'll probably still play it. Open beta, I mean, I don't know if I'll do a video on it. I guess depends what they've added to the open beta. I'm guessing I'll have more characters. But I think that's about it. Just want to do a little update on Dragon Ball Fighterz. Like always, check out Art's link in the description below. Like, comment, subscribe. Dislike it if you dislike it. As I always say, another time, another place. Keep being awesome.